better be gentle. Mm. You don't know nothing about being no gentle. The whole world don't. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Duck Day. Happy Turkey, Turkey Duck Day. Happy Dinosaur Day. Figure I'd cover it all.
There you go. That's gentle.
Chico's been dining on turkey and biscuit today. What's up, Spark? How you doing?
There you go. There's a good girl.
I hope you had a good day. I think it's Thursday.
Ah,
Threw a bird in the oven about 5:30. Just pulled it out a little bit ago.
you slow. Slow. That. Slow. There you
Been sitting up here at
go.
the
Slow.
community center all day looking around for hungry people. Ain't very many.
There you go.
Gave away some beans, so. Hi, Julie. How you doing? Yeah, we're sitting here having fun, having a good day. Glad y'all having a good day. I think every day should be Thanksgiving. We discuss that a lot. Grateful for every day. But today is special because we got stuffing and Chico. This motherfucker.
Sit. Sit.
I'm,
What?
I'm literally surrounded
Sit.
over here. Little motherfucker here.
Slow.
He's like, oh, drop it,
You.
drop it, go ahead, drop it.
Slow.
And on this side, he's distracted these two clowns, but it's rough going. Sugar. And oh look, here she comes. Yeah, yes. Oh, Kiffy missed it. She she snagged it. He's looking at me like,
Sit.
what's going on? Here.
Be slow.
You got to kind of hand it to Kiff. He doesn't really see it coming. Hi, Jessica. Or Jet City, my bad. Hi, Christy. Hi, everybody. It's like the Waltons. For the first 20 minutes, they send out notifications. It's funny. Most of us around are old enough to remember the Waltons, aren't you? I hope so. I always think that everybody gets my references, but not everybody does. What the fuck you want? You gonna snap at me again? Hmm? You gonna be good? You be good. Good girl. She's gentle. You're a gentle little girl. You let Kiff at that. You let Kiff at it. Chico, you don't get shit. Oh,
Sit.
okay, maybe a little bit of
Gentle.
stuffing for Chico.
There you go.
That. Don't bite my finger off, little fucker. God dang. He's the worst out of all three of them. If she went at me like he does, I wouldn't feed her. Pretty close. You need to settle down. It's only like 8 months old. Well, I'm glad you're here. Eat dinner with us. I got to give some beans away. I've been looking out though. Homie said he might send his daughters up here for more. And they got kids. Cool. I'll be here all day. I'm staying here all day. There's only been a few people up here today. Hmm. How you doing, Huff? It's Matthew. How old are you, Matt? Hope you're 18. Active, because Judith is in here and she got a mighty powerful wrench to say. Behave yourself. How you doing on this Turkey Day? Or do you celebrate Dinosaur Day? We're equal, equal surface around here with a smile. Oh, you're 16? Yeah, Mrs. Sorry. 18 and over, bro. You could send your mom and dad over here, though. If you want to learn something, listen to Judith, though. She's not going to steer you wrong.
Sit.
Oh, you're
Sit
16 and
down.
working? That's
Be
commendable.
gentle. Gentle. There you go. You be gentle.
How you doing, average gamer? Happy Turkey Day. Over here, we try to be thankful every day. We got a lot of information humanity's been looking for that's been hidden from us for a long time. If you're interested, it's on my post section over there. You scroll down a few posts of where I'm like, I told you so's. I got some videos on there that could save your life in this time. For new folks, howdy. Um, name's Eric Sebastian Briggs. I've got pictures of me with short hair when I used to advise Senator Jim Davis for a long time. I legalized CBD in North Carolina. Became Farm Bill 14. Yeah, 14 precedents. I kind of forced federal legalization of CBD hemp. Stood down shortly after in 14 because of a plot to kill off 3/4 of us, which included a detailed, nice long push for death, including civil war and nuclear exchange, which we're right there.
Chico.
good time to go see if anyone's hungry. So we've had a little bit of luck up here, helping people out that need a little bit of food, um, or supplement what they have. So it's been good. I intend to carry that tradition on until we get down to what I need because it's time to do that. You know. Look, I was my works include the first unanimous decision in North Carolina's history against the federally implemented core curriculum, your current curriculum. Out of 50 states, one made it illegal.
Chico.
You know what, dude? Seamus, come henceforth and grab your little meanie. He's gonna eat somebody. Oh, he doesn't have teeth. He's like me. He's got like 6. Um, anyway, I've been saving food for a long time, many years, and it just stacks up. And we feed our dogs the rice and stuff, and we eat the rice and beans. I just
Sit.
had pea soup this week.
Sit.
So I mean, I eat it, but I
Sugar.
usually get
Sit.
1 or 2 bags
On
every
your butt.
time I go to the store. That's every couple of
Gentle.
days. So for years, if you can imagine, I got a lot of food that I actually kind of need to get rid of before it goes bad. It's like, I mean, they're fresh, but they've been kept fresh, but I don't know how long dry goods will actually keep. I don't want to open up fucking something and have moths fly out and shit. So I've run into that. Oh. A Markle Award? I'm not familiar with that. Well, first unanimous decision, North Carolina's history against the core curriculum. One of 50 states. My next work was the Davis Hemp Bill. 505-page report on hemp and marijuana. I was pushing for medical. I put in two bills. My medical failed. Um, 42 to 2 vote on the hemp bill though. Made it to the farm bill in 2014, 2015. Um, did various investigations for state prosecutions and shit. Finding dirt on people is kind of my specialty, I guess. It's not hard to do. Um, but anyway, what I'm getting at is I was doing work for the people. I wasn't passing bullshit legislation. I was trying to fucking. I got in there as an angry goddamn dad, complaining about a curriculum with a fucking in an articulate manner and a side by side comparison with the old curriculum and the core curriculum. And that's that was that's how I got into politics. It was a unanimous decision. Every politician in North Carolina wanted to talk to. Wow, you really do some good. It's like kidding me. Have you seen the video? I just made one with the email that I sent, sloppily made. But the information was sound and well stated. I run sentences in. I don't fucking conjugate shit very well. I can write like I speak. I can speak pretty eloquently, but I do one paragraph. Some of it's misspelled. So I'm not. That's not my strength. I'm physics. I'm math.
No.
I can spell better than the three-quarters of the graduates, I'm sure. But I'm just saying, I misspell shit, and I don't really worry about it. The English language is an evil spell casting fucking piece of shit language, anyways. I did a video on that too, so that's that. That kind of killed my need to spell correctly. Well, I've got stuff on my post section over there. Professor Schumann's work on the Schumann resonance, which is not going to ascend you. You see my thumbnail? If you magnify that thing, it's got a little conical hat with a ball on top, and a little dangly cobra in the front sitting over that famous Egyptian eye. That's a CME from behind the planet on fucking NASA ISWA. From a sun that makes comets point the wrong direction. On a spaceship, there's a fucking much more powerful sun coming up on your ass in an ultraviolet spectrum. Yeah, you can't see it very well. It's a black light, dark star. His name is Ra. He brought his angry red brother, Horus. We're going to have a threesome. Our planet sings melody. You ever hear that? They have recordings from space listening to Saturn and all of them sing songs. Not the sun. What does the sun do? One tone. What do three tones make? That's your voice of God reset. Great conflagration in a fucking nutshell. As long as you have yourself a little nova event. So now we're talking about a two-pronged attack. Nova event takes Mother Earth right down to the atomic level. Gone. Funny. Mom's got a magnet. Earth has a magnet that protects us from a normal situation. You got a magnet. I wasn't aware of that till about 5, 6 years ago. I read it on a wall. Didn't believe it, but started looking. Here we are. Magnets inherit each other's strengths. So naturally, through a nova event, you're going to have to learn, we'll call it meek, same frequency, resonate with Earth, and magnify this fucking shield. So I literally need you to know what I know, or you're not going to be able to do this, because meek isn't something you can fake. You driving home, you get that feeling, nice warm from your chest and up through your nose. I'm almost home. After a nice little, that's why your dog's tail starts wagging. You're like a fucking transmitter, instantaneously at a distance. Every magnet just reacted to that. Anybody listening knows you're almost home. A dog fucking understands that language. It's a language we used to use, our original language. If you shut this and listen to this, you're gonna fucking start getting a different thing. Our Earth is a living being, for fuck's sake. Our Creator ain't some fucking. He didn't take the googly-eyed rock, set it on a shelf, say I made that in Christmas. That is not what first creation means. But that's what first creation in that fucking book review would have you believe. And I'll call it a book review because it's exactly what the fuck it is. Now, if you're reading that book and holding it up to me and telling me Jesus loves me, I know for a fact you've never had so much in your heart to seek out the original books. You're going off a book review that Rome did on older books that they handed down to English noblemen that you know good and fucking damn well didn't have your best interest at heart.
No.
Why wouldn't you go look at the original book if you liked the book review? Is my question to you. And how dare you come up to me and try and tell me something that I know is a bold-faced fucking lie? And that's all the debate I'm going to have with you until you go read them older books.
No.
So now we've got beyond that. You're fucking amazing. You're a magnet, for God's sake. You know, magnet have pretty close to the same field lines, but they're different coming through your biology. You also have a sac around your heart that has your memory and your emotion that's key to fucking tweaking that tune and the frequency of your damn magnet. And if you're pushing away, everybody else is over here, come on, man, come on, man. And now we're all stronger. See, that's the kind of society we need to be building. Period.
Sugar.
And if you can't get with it, guess what happens? Here comes the second part. That cord that's going to come with the fucking conflagration, even Mom got all her shields and stewards up. If you're not in the right fucking frequency, what do you think that cord's going to do to you? Yeah, that's right. You're just going to fucking vanish. You might even leave your clothes behind. Bye.
Lay down.
Bye.
Sugar. Lay.
Have a good day. Nice to know
Lay.
you. That's how that works. The mechanics of it.
Lay down.
Check me on it. What's your moon doing? Your whole fucking galactic plane is doing a goddamn cartwheel every night.
Lay.
Every 12 hours. Your moon's doing a cartwheel. Your galactic plane, every fucking star in your sky is doing a cartwheel. And it's been doing it since October of 2010. Sorry you missed it. But you might want to get outside and fucking look at it, because everything I see says we have 15 years on our side, and then there's about 12 months of fucking mayhem, and we are in it. Now here's the government's problem. Here's the third part of that. I stood down because they offered my son and I a bunker. A bunker.
Gentle.
They wanted me to be sure that my son would be very safe in his bunker. Because I had brought up the fucking topic of hanging.
No.
And they assured me that nobody would be around to hang my son in the bunker they were offering me, because they were going to fucking kill 3/4 of the population globally. So when you see Russia launching and China launching and North Korea launching simultaneously as the world's cheering, because that's the plan. Look around. Nobody likes us anymore. And it's getting worse. Every goddamn boatload of drugs and hookers we blow up in the middle of the goddamn Caribbean. That's illegal. You can't blow up drugs and hookers. You're supposed to bury the hookers in the backyard with the goddamn gold. There's rules. And we're breaking them. openly. See, I can be funny about it. It's not funny. I've had a few years to reflect on what's coming. I've told everybody and people I know face to face look at me like I'm some crying a crazy long haired goddamn fucking insane hippie. And that's okay. They're gonna have exactly what they got coming. And I have no guilt in that. I shared what I know. And that's how I feel about everybody that comes here. You want to go fucking know what I know, that's cool. Then you can be friends with me. But I'm not here to be your friend because if you don't know what I know, you're going to be gone soon. You're probably going to get caught up in this civil war and shit. You ain't going to be in the right place or the right frequency. Do you know why steak's so expensive? We tracked it for 3 years for the fucking grain dying before the first wave of food shortages came during Rona. It wasn't the butcher that got sick. The fucking grain had died. They engineered the GMO crops to die at one candlelight at night. Go hermaphroditic. For hundreds of miles, the GMO crops died for years and years. And the consumption to fucking production numbers screamed, okay, we're going to have a deficiency this day. But me being a senator's advisor, I got to tell you, it's one they're not going to be able to excuse. They're going to have to, at least 2 weeks prior, last day they could possibly enact this. It's got to be big, civil unrest or martial law somehow. Because they got to take control of the food supply and blame themselves if they have to. Well, they fucking blame the butcher. They said he got sick. Because you know what day that was, right? Donald Trump locked us in lockdown and started making General Motors make breathing machines instead of vehicles. Remember that day? I called that day on dot. You can ask any one of these folks over here. And the 2 weeks later, Wendy's couldn't sell beef and wings became a delicatessen item. You couldn't find them. A delicacy item. You couldn't find wings. Why? They had to call the herds. Tyson even came out and admitted, yeah, we didn't have no grain. We had to humanitarianly kill off our chicken stock. Everyone's running around talking about why is eggs so expensive? Fighting over toilet paper. Yeah, we lived that. I lost one of those channels through there too, but we still got this one. We took a few hits. They need to keep us around, huh, Glenn? Good to see you, brother. So I'm just letting my trolls, I think, all understand and know that because they don't come around anymore too often. They stay over there on their own channel and snicker and talk. Robert Lockwood ain't put out nothing in 4 years. NASA's backed up everything we said. Science backs up. You can manipulate matter through the field coming through human hands, and you sure as fuck can. Jonathan, the fucking dumbest guy in the room, you go look at him. How- He's done mastered himself some shit going on. He's doing good. I've learned stuff off of all y'all too. You know that. That's how we work around here. That's why another reason I want you new people get your ass over there and learn what we know. So we're just starting, man. You're a magnet. Every atom in existence has this thing called a muon, which is a magnetic moment. Every atom in existence is reactive to each other instantaneously at a distance. Here's your string theory without any strings. It's not fucking gravity. It's electrostatic attraction. These things are repeatable. There's frequencies involved in all sorts of things. And that's why everyone's afraid of this voice of God, big reset, and conflagration. Well, I know why it's coming. I just told you the mechanics of it. If you don't understand that simple physics, we, you have a book or two to read. That's all I got for you. Because you're going to have to know this shit. You got to understand a little bit about basic magnetics. Because you are one. Medically speaking, go look it the fuck up. I know what I sound like. sounding. Go look up my words. I bring my receipts. I don't say anything I couldn't prove in a court of law. But these are simple truths that they've hidden from us because a lot of people don't understand magnetism and how magnets work together. They don't fucking work very well pushing apart because they're not strengthening each other. Now they're strengthening each other. There's different functions for pushing apart. Like, you want to ride your goddamn magic carpet? It's a magnet carpet, right? Poof. Come on, man. Catch up. You're fucking amazing. You're in touch with every atom in existence. They can't even explain the energy of an atom. What can't you do? You need to back the fuck up, young lady. Yeah. Believe it or not, she's just a little puppy. I hear you wagging your tail, but I'm not happy with you. This is my food. Get the fuck out of here. Go lay down. I'm gonna tell you things. Hmm. She's new. Very pushy. Chico ain't even doing that shit. Hmm. Well, they say that we could speak with the whole planet, and animals and the planet, literally. And once you start embracing what you are, that it's only human of you to do. So don't let yourself be surprised. For every little discovery you make, I expect you to come back here and help us, because we need to all know this, right? This isn't to make money off of. This is for our fucking future of the planet. Forget your borders. Forget your skin color. Fuck you if you're upset about religion. Get over it. Grow up. Here's the blueprint for what your biology is meant to be. You're a healer and a protector. Nowhere in that does it say you go murdering for oil. You got the best tool inside your chest. We did amazing things before they divided us. The most fearful thing to the elites is us getting along, because you literally make each other stronger. I drink half a bottle of water, I lay it down, and I make it shake. Because you're water. It's Reiki on steroids. Reiki's done wrong. I teach people how to do this in a couple minutes. They're like, ooh. I'm like, yeah, hold my hand. Boom. And it's all of a sudden, same motion, fucking twice as excited, the water. I'm like, see? Back to normal. Boop. I said, you can do that. And then they'll try. And they're a little self conscious or whatever. 9 times out of 10, sometimes they'll come up and smack that shit first time. And you're like, oh, wow. Because they're relaxed, I guess. But a lot of people, most of the time, can't at first. And you'll see them slapping at it. And it's like, no, 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 no. Here, come here. And you calm them down a little bit and tell them, breathe through your hands. And then they'll usually have a pretty good breakthrough with it or something and shake the water and get excited, you know. It, it's, it didn't take years of fucking training. Now you gotta do is be grateful that the creator made you this way and you're able to help the creator take pain from someone or cleanse someone's whatever. You're gonna push and recycle that nice light up through them with your field and push it down their fields. And it works. You can do this at a distance. Especially stronger the more we do it together. See, that's the whole thing. One person can't do all this. We got to come together. Period. Or we're going to be Things pass, including the planet. All the bunnies. I like bunnies. I like all the wildlife. This is a fucking jungle. It would be hateful to think as Mama didn't call the shields because we couldn't get together. The guard's sleeping. The watch is screaming. Wake up. Go look at your sky. Doing fucking cartwheels because you're laid on your side now. Didn't stop spinning the same direction. It just tilted. Mm. And someone being dumb. I warned y'all. We'll listen to the older books than the Bible. And we traced down some shit that ain't nobody ever been able to find because of it live right here. Y'all can talk all the shit you want. We do things. People sitting on their couch making fun of people that do things don't last long here. This isn't that time. The warning time's pretty much over. This is shine time, man. We're working on shining it. I'll give you the speech of who I am and stuff, but it's all about this. If we can't get with it, squall. Get the fuck out. Bye. If you want to know what we know, get over on my post section, scroll the fuck down until you start seeing raw map. You know what one you should really stop and see? Here's one of the first ones you'll run into. Horse in a crystal. Tell me man didn't make that. That was the luckiest lady in the world. Picked that shit up right in front of me. Out of the little Colorado River out by near Holbrook, friend of mine's ranch. We were out looking for shit. She found some amazing shit. We found an awful lot of amazing shit. Dolphins up on the mesas and all kinds of shit. Fuck. We carry receipts here. We've done this live. All across, so we all know what's going on. It ain't like it was scripted. You watch me roll up on a motherfucking spot and we go out and terrorize it and learn what we can from it and get back in here and roll onto another spot. Do something, warn somebody. We'll go to a museum, show them what we've discovered, and the curators walk in and fucking start realizing, oh my God, yeah, I've seen a lot of that in some of my artifacts. And I'm like, there you go. I said, that's how those ones without the tool marks are made. All intricate and shit. I'm like, yeah. Making sense for a curator in museums. It's good shit. We've been lied to. And there's people out there willing to fucking actually try and straighten it out a little bit. But there's a big bunch of people that would rather not have it like that, like corporations and stuff. You think I made friends when I fucking legalized hemp in North Carolina? Are you fucking kidding me? How about medical pot in Texas? Abbott hated. What do you say the day he signed in that medical law? I never signed a medical marijuana law on my fucking watch. Now he's fighting for hemp. Go Texas. Thank you for sharing that with me, Glenn. Every day, thank you, Wolf. Yes, sir. That's why it's a turkey day. Every day is Thanksgiving. It should be. Thankful for what we have. I agree, my friend. Good to see you. Unless you celebrate Dinosaur Day, I included T Rex over there too. Tastes like lizard. It tastes like chicken. The original Raptor. Hmm. No shit, huh? I don't even mess with red meat too much. I know there's metal flakes in some of it though. What did we have that one time that there was fucking pieces to whatever the machinery was in it? Seamus?
Hmm.
What was that shit we were pulling machinery parts out of? That food up in Casper.
That was a muffin.
Oh, yeah, one of the muffins, prepackaged muffin mix. Had like some kind of grinder parts in it, like little tiny teeth or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like happy turkey day.
Little machined parts for some sort of machine. You. You are a baby girl.
What 3D printed shit? I've seen there's some of it. You know, I know this turkey was a whole bird.
You're just a little boy.
I
Just a little baby.
know chicken part is a chicken part, you know, but ground meat and shit like that, I don't know what the fuck's in it. I have no idea. But, I mean, yeah, we were getting metal parts from the machinery and big chunky, like break your fucking tooth metal shit in one of the biscuit things. I mean, we've eaten quite a few biscuit things, but only in one of them did they let some fucking parts slip. That was crazy. I was like, what the hell's in my mouth? Glad I didn't break another. I ain't got many left.
Little, little small baby. Are you angry? Are you angry?
Yeah, there's places in Europe, like we were talking, Jamie and I talking about. Seamus, Jesus Christ. I'll just walk out so you and her can have the live. In Europe, Jamie's getting ready to go to Italy. He's been invited over there. He's working on learning the language and stuff. Now, of course, he knows, but over there, there's places where there's feet of bones before you get to soil from what soil is over today. You're literally walking on feet of bones. We've been doing this a long time to each other. Time to stop. I would hope. We found a bunch of answers that people have been fighting over a long time. They don't include any names. This map works in physics, and it points out to an amazing creation and a very beautiful design. You name it what the fuck you want. You could even call it Jeebus if you wanted, felt it in your heart. But to me, that guy's a lie. I can point out why. It represents things, like how amazing you are. But they have to make it this one guy. It's not just one guy. It's not a savior coming to get you. Anybody from planet heaven can keep their shit. That's my whole goal in life. Get them people back to planet heaven, all these fallen angels. Whatever you want to call them. They came from a planet. And the old book says so. Period. So, you need to go look at that. If you're reading book reviews, popular book reviews. I'm gonna get on my coat real quick. It's starting to get a little dark. Kid, can you take care of this for me, please? I'm gonna go see if anybody out there wants any beans. If anybody's pulled up. I've heard a couple cars. What? Yeah, I'm done. Thank you. I'm gonna see if somebody might want some food.
Turning on the generator?
What?
You turn it-
No, I'm not.
Hmm?
No, I'm not turning on the generator, sir. I just said what I'm doing. Go scout around and see if anyone wants some beans and shit. Huh. Crazy dogs. Yeah, it is. I'll be back in a minute. Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Sugar. Sugar. Nope. Sugar. Sugar. Stop. No. Sugar. Sugar. Stop. Stop. Sugar. Sugar. No. Sugar. No. Sugar. Hey. Little.
What you doing?
Freaking tip out.
Having the light on. God.
Yeah.
What's up? Help me out.
Sugar.
I can't even move. She's all over me.
Stop.
You turn on your own light. Yeah. Watch your shoulder, bud. Thank you.
F you, Chico.
It's starting to get dark out there and cold. Not very many people up here today. Got to give away some beans. Some people. Not as many as I thought would be up here though. Yeah, it's getting dark, huh? Too dark to see. We have a good night. Put up my curtain. It's been a good day. Hung out with Jamie for a while. Made a turkey. We got a bunch of turkey. Fuck, days of meat. Cheers. It's butt. We drove up here. I don't know what time we leave. About 9 maybe. 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. I was up early cooking the turkey. It was fucking cold in the house. I was like, alright, let's get that stove lit. I try and turn the thermostat down because I just want to run through the batteries at night. But I need to keep enough gas in it to charge it in the morning so I can start the damn thing. Right now, I'll probably start it and charge that battery a little bit just out of fucking need. That way I don't have to run the generator so long either. I ain't got a whole lot in the generator. Got about a quarter tank. That's plenty for a charge, but for two. Anyway, I intend to run the heater tonight because it'll get cold. Propane lasts us a good long time. We haven't had to fill up since, well, last time we filled it up. I guess it was when we came up here about a week ago, right? Something like that. We've been up here a few days now, I guess. Time flies. I mean, like, I know I ain't doing no rock hunting when I'm here. Sometimes we move dirt around, dig some posts, stuff. So mostly what we do is look at pictures and talk about life experiences we've had and information. We're honing that. We're still getting, I mean, God, y'all been around for a while. You know, there's a lot of details in this. There's a lot of, what is it, the devil's in the detail? Well, there's a lot of fucking devils in this detail. So as we're talking, I'm like, oh yeah, as a matter of fact, this happened over here. And I'll give them that story and stuff. Cause fuck, we've been really close and talking for well, a couple of years now. A year and a half at least. So I know we were here last Thanksgiving and had been for quite some time actually at that point. So I just haven't been keeping track of time, have I, very well. We went up to Casper for a little bit, but we still talk. We're friends. By the time I left the first time, I didn't even want to come down here. I'm glad we did. Really, really glad we did. Today'd be a great day to say I'm thankful we did. Long, strange trip, and it's gonna get crazier. So hang on to your hats. We're sedition, huh? Crazy. You know, it's a senator's duty to remind a serviceman of their oath. It's in their oath. Take when they take an oath of office. It's going to be kind of crazy watching this play out, amongst other things. But that's the kind of activity you see in dictatorships, and this ain't a dictatorship. He's butting up against the head of law. It's exactly what Civil War looked like in the beginnings. In the later stages, it gets ugly. It's already kind of started getting ugly. Look at that. Fuck, man. Did they script this fucking National Guard thing? It's starting to look like it, and it's starting to look like they're actually coming out in public and almost admitting it. I mean, it's pretty sloppy. I haven't even really looked at it much. I mean, I knew when the troops hit the street, we were going to have problems. That's why we don't do that shit. He put them right in the fucking line of fire. And that's not what we do with our troops. We don't put them on the street. We don't fucking civilian anything with troops. Because they'll fire on civilians. It happens. When they've done it, it happens. Look at 4 Dead in Ohio. I mean, that's a fucking song that lasted for generations because it's true. National Guard went out fucking shooting civilians, killing them for fucking no reason. Pot smoking fucking hippies. That's why we don't do that shit. We fought to get away from that shit. And made sure it was in our laws. And, I mean, I'm watching people concede the entire whole kit and caboodle, not even knowing or caring because they're afraid some Mexican's going to take their job. And I'm like, there's a lot of jobs out there, man. I'd be worried about what your corporations are doing more so than your neighbor. That'd be my advice to you. I'd be more worried about what my sky's doing. That's something you can look at tonight. What's wrong with you? Your moon's standing up like that right now. By the time it sets, that motherfucker would be looking like a creepy little Cheshire grin on the fucking horizon. It's like a 90-degree fucking roll from right now to set. It rose 90 degrees ago. It's rolling 180 degrees every night. It should not fucking do that. You're missing your own side. She waved around your little book review. Jeebus loves you. Confounded moon. You should fucking do what your book says. At least, if you're gonna wave it around to people, you should at least be doing what your book says. And watching for that sign. You even know what it means? No, because it's in the book review. If you read the older book, it tells you when the sister system nears, Earth's axis shifts, making the sky roll. Thus begins tribulations of Earth. I just answered a lot of questions you had for your pastor, didn't I? I just told you when tribulation began, when the axis tilted. And that was October of 2010. It was 15 fucking years ago, last month. You're in the fun time. There's 12 months we're allotted before this fucking whole kit and caboodle goes kaboot boop. That's what I've read on these rocks and then all the research I got. So that's the timeline I'm going with. All of a sudden your fucking government's starting to act suicidal. Told you they're going to roll themselves over with the bus. They're going to dismantle the entire system. It's crashing, it's going. The money, the courthouse, everything's gone after this. Hope you're ready. I wasn't guessing. It's the reason I stood down. That's what you can do about it. Way more powerful than anything they got. And I lay out maps for what works for me on the fucking post section of my channel. So I'd scroll down to Horse in Stone and keep digging. Some of them news things you've seen, that's not me. You'll know me when you see it. It's that thumbnail. My thumbnail is a CME from behind the planet on NASA ISWA. Comet tails blowing the wrong way. Depends on how you look at it. I think the stronger sun won out. Started blowing them comet tails at our sun. That's why it reversed. It's the only reason it reversed. We've been watching this shit get closer for years. It's starting to make comet tails point the wrong way, baffling scientists, confusing the internet. I don't think any of us was fucking confused. So, that's kind of shit I offer here. We'll tell you what's going on. That way you can understand. I'll show you. I'll take you and show you my homework. You can go read my fucking research and go look at your own. I'll show you where I found it, what Google terms I use, what search terms, all that shit. I'll show you. I've usually researched it pretty good by the time I show you. Alright, because if I can't explain it to a kindergartner, I'm not going to sit here and try and explain it to you. I need to read another book on the subject. Funny thing is, there's books on everything we found. I read this hieroglyph. I thought I was crazy. I went and fucking itemized everything I thought I knew and found a whole rainbow of holy fuck. I'm not wrong. The moon used to rise wax and set wax with a 7.7 degree tilt, pretty much depending on where you were on the face of the planet. Now, Orion at the equator would do like that every night, like first 6 hours, and then the last 6 hours he'd roll back. But none of them are doing that anymore. They're fucking all just continually rolling 180 degrees. Galactic plane is supposed to point in a certain direction, and it ain't. This is something you can look at. You could look, like, set your alarm clock for fucking moonrise, and you'll notice it's a frown. And then take a nap. 12 hours later, go look, set your alarm clock for set, and then look, and it's a little creepy grin. It should not do that. There's a north and south hemisphere view in one night from your porch. Because the only way you used to be able to see that moon flip is fly from New York to fucking Sydney on the Concorde in one day. You used to never be able to sit on your front porch and see that. That's a navigation tool we use to get up and down the planet. That was the easy part. The hard part was getting east and west, if you remember, because chronometers, we had to keep track of time. Shit, it's just position on the planet when you're dealing with north and south in the stars. It tells you exactly where you're fucking at this way. And that's what that was doing to me. I was rising on the North Pole and setting on the South Pole. And that very much means instead of oriented in space like this, the polar vortex 15 years ago tilted us on our side in space. We still continue to roll. We had a few major quakes that year and the year before and the year after, and they've been getting more and more frequent. Well, ever since then, that polar vortex that tilted us has been doing what? What does the weatherman say? That polar vortex is stronger and bigger this year. For 15 years he said that. I never heard of a polar vortex before that. So I started looking at the polar vortex. It's a clockwise rotation on the northern hemisphere, you know. That's supposed to be impossible. All our storms go counterclockwise. Well, that means that's an outside influence on the northern hemisphere right there, buddy. And it's getting closer every year. Hi. Welcome to the channel. It's not cow farts, but there is something you can do about it. How you doing, Guy? It is a beautiful day. You want to learn? You want to learn fast? Go to his channel. Watch him. do what he does. And then play with your magnet a little bit. You're amazing. They just don't want you to know it. That's the problem. That's why they lie to us, keep us divided, fighting each other. It's that easy to be amazing. We can wheel, stack strength. We used to move big blocks. And we figured out how to make those too. We dug huge feathered serpents and big white temples, pyramid style, in Hastings, Michigan, like the southern Peru ones. Big concentric circle temples in the place where all that pure raw copper ore is missing from in the Northlands, where Ninjagita, aka Toth, was digging around. We uncovered it. About 3 foot of ocean sediment, they say, ancient sediment, 20,000 years old. 3 times older than Göbekli Tepe. It's registered under all the right places. I believe she's getting a heritage site out of it. I believe she already did. But nobody's talking about it. It's 3 times older than Göbekli Tepe, full on fucking pyramids and landing and takeoff platforms and stuff that's never been uncovered in 20,000 years. We found a work pit. They were actually making the monolithic stones in with the big, I was shoveling litter. I'm not an archaeologist. Shit was in my way. So I had shovels full of sapphires and little rubies and shit like that. Fucking throwing them over my shoulder. Fuck this shit. I wanted into them. I thought I had found a tunnel and going into the small pyramid, and it turned out to be a vast work pit full of pure silica and calcium carbonate. Had mercury in the other chambers that they mix with, like, they throw silver in the mix, and you want blue jadeite, you throw a little bit of silver in there, silica, calcium carbonate, hit it with a microwave emitter and that shit gemstone, and leaves a distinct energy pattern in it that it looks like a magnetron microwave emitter. It's a flower shaped pattern, and we've done trace that shit all over the world now. So we were making gemstones. We've got, like I said, you scroll down to horse in rock or horse in crystal, you'll not question a word I just said. You'd be like, holy fuck, we did make that, without a doubt. That one sample, and then you might want to watch the rest of the video. Wait until you see what we've done over here. If you want to know what to do to get through this, start playing with your magnet, do a little bit of Reiki. You got to realize you're a wrench. I don't know what frequency this person needs to take away their pain. I don't know what amperage they need, what voltage they need. Creator does, and he can send that instantaneously at a distance right through my magnetic field, right through my hands. You'll feel a tap and a pat on your back and goosebumps throw out all over your body from that point. You know you're doing it right. It doesn't take years to do. It takes a little bit of gratitude, thankfulness, and happy Creator is going to help this person. It takes that person to be open to it. So I approach them and say, hey, you ever hear of Reiki? Would you like me? I don't say I do Reiki. I just say, have you ever heard of Reiki? And they're like, yeah. Well, would you like me to try to help you with your pain? It's not Reiki. It's our design. That's what you're designed to do. And if you understand that, it works like Reiki on steroids. I've had Reiki masters tell me, the fuck, do that again. Sitting there cutting a friend's hair. I'm sitting there, and the schmuck she put on him in the front is bouncing through his body. I'm sitting there, and he's swearing I'm touching him. And I'm like, nah, man. And she's like, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. But that's the kind of power you can impress Reiki masters with. That fast, if you understand what you're made to do. See? So I kind of need you to go over there and then come back when you're doing it. So we can grow together. And something you're going to learn on Jonathan's page. Your foot field is stronger than your hands. It's fucking crazy. I was like, damn. So I tried it. Sure as fuck. My foot is way stronger than my hand. I can wiggle my toe and shit does, but I'm over here fucking with the whole hand. And fucking shit's wicked. So, like I said, we learn from each other over here because we're all new to this. And I appreciate any information you can bring back to this new discovery, because that telekinesis, that's our old language. It's nothing special. You just got to listen to this. I know it sounds odd, but once you start playing around, you're going to start doing it, like it or not. You're going to start realizing you're getting thoughts from people. Sometimes you get a vivid picture. Believe me, that thought came from whoever you think it came from. It's just our old language. That's the way it works. You're speaking it every day, but we've been taught to not listen to it. See, it's magnetics, it's physics. It's not, I can go straight fucking pragmatic physics on you. I ain't even got to get spiritual. I can tell you how the soul and the body interface. And I can also tell you, you don't change. You know why you're printed at birth? So they knew who the fuck you are. Not to document you need birth. They're much more devious than that. Book them in souls. Ring a bell? That's your soul print. The cattle dogs, you bet. The archons, the ones who come over and judge over men's souls instead of the creation. That system's coming to an end. And that's the best tool against it, is loving your fucking neighbor and getting them on this goddamn magnet chain so we can all be really strong
That's the only thing they fear is us doing this. Read your Bible. That's your language. And it makes a little more sense now, doesn't it? Do you think your Creator fears any power your Creator gave to you? You better look for a new Creator. Little gods might fear you. They forgot how amazing they were when they fell to man. They have no reason to fear us. The reason their planet magnetosphere is so weak, they keep killing each other. Go figure. What are they missing? Because that planet needs help too. It's our mother's relative. She's a little concerned about it. She sees what's coming. Ain't no joke. You guys are here at home. They need to get home. Someone needs to show them why, I guess. You would think a being that's interstellar travel would understand magnetics enough to understand why their planet's magnetosphere is so weak. Stop fearing stuff. They're smart, right? They figured out 1748 hertz. Soul collecting machines. Jeebus talks about the Archons with their machines to his brother. Thoth tells you about them. Same guy. Ninja Gita. Same guy. These guys have a lot of names. But thankfully in the cuneiform, in the language of the gods, when they were talking to themselves and writing all these things out, they told on themselves. Marduk took on the assumption of Ra. His brother Ninja Gita assumed the identity of Thoth to hide us from ourselves. They assumed the pantheon names. Does it get any more clear than that? Ninja Gita became Thoth, took upon the identity of Thoth. You ever hear that name? Yeah, Graham Hancock and every motherfucking truth teller in the world want to talk about Thoth, don't they? Do they ever tell you that it's Ninja Gita? Now start thinking about the lost city of Thoth. You know where Atlantis began? Plato. Nobody can find Atlantis though, can they? Because they're listening to Plato. It's kind of like reading a book review, right? Bible, Plato. So I'm just being real. I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but it's real. As real as you get. You gotta let go of the lie. Read the older books. Don't listen to me. Go look it up. Look at Gilgamesh. How about your Enuma Elish pre-Genesis? How about the Genesis story of Cain and Abel? That's a lot more detailed in the older books. Tells you the real story, what happened. And the aftermath, in great detail. You'll know the mark of Cain. You probably have friends, that billions, have the mark. Go figure. You've been lied to. And you're literally looking at a generational thing for how many generations of punishment for the sins of the father? Is that the kind of God you want? Because I could show you where he lives on earth. It's fucked up. You are the guardian. The trumpets are magnetospheres coming close together. You're going to see that. You're going to hear it too. Probably already do. I know it happens from time to time. But when we actually start slowing down to roll back onto the sun that's coming up behind you, you see my thumbnail? You actually looked at it? Hi, Lily. I just realized this is my favorite frog. Thankful to see you. Happy Turkey Day, Chicken Day, Dinosaur Day, Lizard Day. I got some meat stuck in my teeth. Salmon, nice. I was going to go with cornice hens, but I saw that the big ass turkey was actually $1 cheaper than 2 cornice hens this year. And I was like, because they're usually like $6 for fucking 2 cornice hens. No, it was like $11 at fucking Wally World. I was like, fuck, get a turkey for 9. Red taters, nice. Seamus made stuffing. He did a real good job on it too. Yeah, trumpets, when electron magnets come together in the laboratory, they shoot sparks and hum metallic resonant. That's what the trumpets in the sky are going to be. But here's the thing, Mother Earth's alive, and so are her brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles around us, and the sun that's coming up behind our ass is our original sun. It's a blue spectrum sun. Notice my fucking seeing me from behind the planet there on my thumbnail. It's got that very familiar eye shape. That's an ultraviolet sun. Blacklight sun. Blue spectrum Katina sun. You've got that same shape in that organ inside your head. Do you know what that organ is? It's an ultraviolet sensitive organ connected to your ocular nerves. Now, if that wasn't our original sun, why would that be in the center of my fucking head? I'll wait. I've been waiting a long time. All Scientific Timmy can say is, oh, he's a grifter. Really? Okay. Yeah, see, all of a sudden everything starts to make sense, don't it? We've been lied to, and it's just that obvious. Shit's happening. We wrote on them walls so we'd understand, because we wrote it in physics, not phonics. Vibration, magnets, properties of what makes the fucking solar system and the universe work. We were drawing that on those walls. And some of the invasion, we got that on there too. The story of what pretty much happened to us. It goes along with Ishkapikkin's version in Gilgamesh. What happened with the flood and all that shit. These are men that look like us because they kind of genetically changed us. We was like we are, but we had a lot of hair, and they didn't like that. And we couldn't use their tools, so they needed to make us a little more ambidextrous and dexterous in the fingers, because the other species don't have the same grips that we do, use the same tools. So they say that's what they did. And in the meantime, see, Lord Inky, he liked people a lot, and he was fucking everything. Or, I'm sorry, pouring his semen in their loins. 6,000-year-old fucking alien porn with genetics getting on the ark. The Ark was actually a little submarine they made that can toss and turn. And what they brought aboard was a cedar box with the essence of every animal, male and female, and plant and species on the planet in a cedar box on the boat. That's how they got two by two. See, you start reading a book review and then you go back to the fucking original book and it's like, uh, boy, that's how many thousand years older than the Bible, and you're going to detail DNA in a box on a boat, and Lil started this flood because he's a dick. He doesn't like to see people. He didn't like people. He's prejudiced against motherfuckers, and fucking thought he wanted to kill off all the poodles and the slaves, and then they come in and slash and burn and drown us with the moon and all this shit. And I'm like, damn, that's it's a it's a really detailed, completely different story than the one you get in the book review. Although it's on points, and it's like, you're kidding me. You just keep coming to these, oh my fucking god, moments. You want to know how deep we've been fucking lied to? It's all about that religion keeping everybody fighting, that Muslim and the Christian and the Hebrew. And it all came from one guy, Abraham. Beginning of your search should find that Abraham came from the city of Ur. That was the capital of Sumer. If I was going to start looking for older books, I'd start looking there. Cuneiform, the language of the gods. Huh. Oh boy, you got a lot to learn. Because, yeah, actually, what you need to learn about is your fucking magnet and let go of the lie and start being part of the creation. Embrace what you are and your creator and your little guardian angel mother you're an extension of is going to start talking to you through your magnet. You just got to open it up. You got closed field lines like, uh, uh. That's what a fucking closed field line does. Pushes magnets away. Stop. That's all I got. Start fucking embracing what you are. That's you're becoming human because that's what you were designed to be, not a poodle. All right, here. If you don't want to know that, then go away because I'm not going to sit here and tell you the details of it. I made videos that literally take you into science journals and medical journals and show you your heart and fields and fuck, it's medical fact. It blew my mind. I was an ET in the Navy. I learned fucking nuclear electronics. I understand induction and fucking repellation and the fucking centripetal centrifugals, the accretion disks, impact waves, all that stuff. Some people call them halo waves. We get into TIFT, but it's a fucking impact wave. Energy hitting matter. It makes it whoosh like that, like makes the fucking little bird fly. The bee plane, the golden bee plane in Peru, that's not pretty design. That's a schematic. That fucking plane. They really fly. I know Ancient Aliens made a model and flew one. But the mechanics of making it work, that's all magnetics. 100% magnetic plane. Had the four winds built right. Hey, dude, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant fucking little toy plane. It's not a toy, it's a schematic. How do you make that thing fly? Because it'll fly, but how do you propel it? The design. The design on the fucking plane is exactly how you propel it. It's got the centripetal, centrifugal, it's got the impact wave on the fucking on the wings, and it's got the four posts in the fucking tail section. John drew it up. I asked him, so what do you see here? He drew up the four winds, poof, poof, and showed exactly how it works. I made a video. I don't even know if that video is on here or not. I should probably remake it. It's not hard. Now, funny thing is, John got his. Uh, him and Kendra were watching Lee, and I was watching Tattoo Monkey over there. I still watch Tattoo Monkey. Fuck Lee. Thesora Apophis. Brilliant man. Just very egocentric. Egocentric. He's very. He knows he's brilliant. He wears it on his sleeve and he shows it off. And it's. He uses way too big of words sometimes. I got to translate it myself. I'm serious. What the fuck? You asshole. Why couldn't he just said that? You know what I mean? He goes way above uh, in the vocabulary skills. But he's really awesome at magnetics. So I can't knock him. I'm good at magnetics, but and math and all that. But I'm not a very good. I've got quite a few words, but he outdoes me. He outdoes me. He's a brilliant man, smarter than I am. I ain't afraid to admit it. Mm. Dirty old fucking bastard, though. Pretty little glider, huh? How many do I think have the machines? I believe there's 7 of them on the planet. They call them arcs. There's one place they call the Halls of Amenti, and in the Tales of Thoth, they talk about the War of the Gods and all that. And when it got washed over, he closed the hatch to the. We found that one. We found that. So, um, exactly the way it's described. Funny enough, it's just under so much clay. It looks like mountains. And when you're driving around under the, it gets, it's up in Upper Michigan. There's fucking huge trees everywhere. But the thing about that is, these trees are huge, but the roots go out. They don't go down, in at all. No tap. I mean, those roots, even the tap root, will touch that fucking soil and recoil. It won't grow into the fucking soil layer that's over those fucking temples because it's still so fucking nasty with whatever the fuck they did to dig out the fucking Great Lakes. It was a big explosion. The Ottawa people describe it pretty well from what I heard from Jessica. I was like, well, it sounds like a nuclear blast, and everything we were touching over there had some of it 4 inches thick trinitite in it, and it popped off of the bigger stuff. Like truck-sized feathered serpent we was digging out. The motherfucker had 4 inch thick fucking trinitite where the core of the gemstone had stayed cool, but the skin had superheated. And then when it started cooling, it just, I was like, oh, wow. I thought I was finding stone jars at first around this rock. Then I realized had happened. I'm not an archaeologist, but it took me a minute. I was like, oh my God, Jessica. You said the War of the Gods, huh? So, yeah, this is Trinitite. So that's not a stone jar. That goes to that snake I just dug up. Big fucking. It, and we got footage. The fangs on that thing was like that big, and it had hieroglyphics all over the every side of it. It was a three-sided fang on each side of that fucking thing when we got down there. They had just broken off the teeth and threw them down there on the ground and buried that shit in those big. And they took all the effigies there and busted them and piled them on the big one. And that's how we found it. And I kept digging through the clay layer and found that work pit that was washed over and unmolested for 20,000 years, they say. They say that themselves. That's how old they say that dirt layer was over that shit I was digging up, Lily. shit's 3 times older than Göbekli Tepe, according to their own bullshit. I'm sure it's probably bullshit. Anyway, who knows how old that shit is? You know what I mean? We've been lied to about everything. It's probably 100,000 years. I don't know. No idea, no clue. Hi again, Wolf. Pineapple. Mm. No, I didn't see that. Hey, Spark. Nope, I didn't make no pie this year either. I usually do. I make a pumpkin pie, but we didn't have no pumpkin to work with. I got cake mixes. Making gin. There's Sarah. Happy Turkey Day. How you doing, Danny? Hopefully well. It's been a good day here. I gotta go dig the turkey out of the oven here pretty soon, chop it up, and put it in bags, and get it in the fridger and freezer. Cause we ain't no way, Seamus. Man, like I said, I went in to get a cornice hen. They were like almost $11. I looked at the turkey; it was almost 10. I was like, duh. I'm gonna grab a turkey. We got a big enough oven to cook it in, and I did. I got it about 5:30. Threw it in there. But now we got a lot of meat. Are you posting them on your channel, or you? Somebody's putting stuff on my channel. I don't know how to do, but I go in and I look at that and I set it to public because I didn't realize that was when you take clips out of my videos, like on the channel, it'll leave it on a private unless I share it. Oh, oh, no, I didn't click on that. I know what you're talking about. No, I didn't click on that yet. I was sitting here talking with Jamie earlier, and when he went to go home and we sat down to eat, I just turned on the live. We just sitting out here. I was running around trying to feed people and hanging out with Jamie this afternoon. I didn't get to click on your link. What is that about? Potato pineapple ferment. Ferment. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, which one of my fucking relatives used to do that in a great big old glass fucking container with a big old cork? I mean, he used to make the fuck out of that shit. He used to look nasty too. I'm just saying. I remember that. Fermenting pineapples and some kind of fruit in there. Pineapple. What'd you say? Potatoes, yeah. That fermented potato for the alcohol, I guess. Fucking, yeah. The sugary pineapple. Yeah. I never drank it, but I remember looking at it in the bottle thinking, who would want to drink that? Mermaid beings? Um, okay. I don't have a problem with them. It's a possibility. I know I've been around the world on the oceans and I haven't personally seen one, but I could see the possibilities. There's a lot of shit down there I'd never seen before either until I started doing a shrimp boat one time. It's like, what the fuck? That was a different experience from the Navy. But yeah, Jacques Cousteau would have been proud of some of that shit we brought up from the bottom. So, yeah, we never caught a mermaid in the net though. So there's that. But I mean, they're always finding new species down there. Shit, we just started going. You gotta think too when they say the deepest we've ever been. We've been down there a couple miles, and you know what that was entailed? Dropping it straight the fuck down and straight the fuck back up. Wahoo! You know, I mean, but even doing that, they're still finding new things every fucking time they go down. So if you could imagine sailing around each level as much as we sail with fucking pictures going, I'm sure they'd find a mermaid at some point, or at least something that looked like one. You're drunk. Uh-oh. No, I don't drink. You might want to mind your manners. Hmm. Agreed. Yeah, right through the heart. You know. That's your brain body and your soul body interface there, that little brain. Fuck. Who knew? I didn't. No, I didn't have a clue. I'd never looked really into medical shit like that. I never even dreamed we had a magnet. Till saw this motherfucker emitting something on the hieroglyph. I had to go look. What the fuck is this? Don't be Aurora. Don't be Aura. Don't be Aura. You try to explain something with an intangible. Fuck, we're gonna have issues. Yeah, it was a magnet field, dude. And then everything else on that picture made sense. I was like, oh my god, look, the fleur de lis. That is the fucking magnet repellation we're looking at and all that shit. Really fucking amazing, huh, Wolf? Really amazing information. Find out that you're a magnet. Good shit. Start to play piano. Never did before. So, I don't know. I never took a piano lesson in my life. Playing Beethoven and shit. It's got to be an odd experience, right? And I imagine this would know what that felt like before, so you're missing something because they took that shit when they transplanted it. You know, that whole experience right there boggle of mind. I could imagine. You know, just change everything. I thought so. I was like, uh-oh. I think we're on to something. And that was my drive in saying, don't do this. I mean, honestly, look at it. It might take 6, 7 years for it to kill you. And you got to get 3 or 4 before it really starts working your system good. But it's almost an instantaneous swelling of that brain, you know? So I figured that was target one right off the bat. That it started making connections with that book review. up to that point, I had literally, in my own head, thought, okay, so they've been planning this since the 50s, maybe 60s, working on this. And because I was trying to figure out where I was at with the fight on this and where that fight was lost. And I was figuring 50s, 60s, because it kind of came out in the public, started saying we're going to have some crazy shit. You know, we found another planet or sun system, and fucking they were talking about it a little bit in Newsweek and shit. And then all of a sudden everything got quiet, and fucking years and years passed. And here we are on our side. Everybody freaked out in 2012. I knew they were gonna, but 2012 marked the return of the suns, not the incident. They were pretty close. I just happened to notice 4 years before the fucking tick hit, because we actually turned onto our fucking side. And I can only imagine that's when, if you had any Star Watchers, because I know a lot of the tribes did, and they noticed. They noticed too. October, November, they said. I was like, well, I noticed in October too. So I've said it October 2010. I haven't heard anything before that. So it's October. We began that process of 2010. That was a long time ago. And we've come a long way from there. Just looking for solutions and shit like that, and then run into Ra and Iswa, and then fucking started looking at that, and I was like, well, I recognize that guy. And then what, the day after we were on WSO, and that happened, Bobby dropped that fucking hieroglyph in chat, and it changed everything. It changed completely everything. Read it like a little Sunday newspaper. How you doing, George? What, you want to hear that time I got beat up by a lizard? I've told that story a lot. It's I did. he, he went up to me every yep. He got me. Big motherfuckers. There was two of them. I only saw the one, and then I turned there. The other one was already at my side. I saw the one coming in. I didn't realize his buddy was already there. So I was fucking early in the morning too, and I fucking woke up. The fucking place was lit up from the outside. I thought the cops was there. That was my first thought. And then I saw this motherfucking uniform motherfucker coming in. He looked like a goddamn porcupine. He had so many fucking spikes coming out of his uniform. I saw him in the light. He was all white. Fucking big ass motherfucker. Hunched over to get in my unit, in my RV. It was just as tall as this one. And fucking, he was tall. I don't know how tall he was. He was hunched over to get in my fucking shit. And his buddy was just sitting there looking at me with his little Mona Lisa grin. He said, "Bob." Open palm fucking punched me in the forehead. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up with a headache in the morning. I don't know what morning, but it was not light. It was not dark anymore. And we were out about 40 miles northwest of Phoenix, up there, big black peaks coming out of the sand and shit, blowing glass out in the middle of nowhere. That'll teach me, huh? Hell yeah, time for change. I agree. We've been doing this number for too long, for too little people, and we've been doing too much to each other. We need to stop doing that shit. Well, my friend, if they can't, they're going to be took out. And we're just gonna pick up our bootstraps and rebuild. We're gonna have to rebuild anyway. Everything not in that right frequency is gonna fucking go, baby. We're gonna be left with nature. That's if everything goes right. That's if Mama decides she wants to call her stewards. Are we worthy of going in her womb? Is she worthy of passing this test? Are we worthy? Because we have to be symbiotically attached with her, like breathing plant farts, if this is going to work. She has the ability to help us. But see, the lady knows that there's rules to this one too. Those fucking machines go down by their hand and they go heal planet heaven. Everything's good. Those things go down by our hand and they don't heal planet heaven. Hmm, we're on a 50-50 scale of good there. If we don't get them things teared down, Creator's going to tear Mom down. And Mom understands that she's not going to call her fucking stewards. We're just going to belly up. And I'd rather not see that. So let's start tuning our hearts, because your marching orders are going to come from a higher calling that is not me. You're going to hear it without the internet. It's going to come through this ear, filter through this brain, and you should probably believe what you're told and take heed in the word you're hearing, unless they're telling you to do harm. In defense only. You don't go looking for harm. That's not something the Creator got plenty of harm coming. And it's not yours to fucking administer. Just remain calm and you should remain untouched. That means you're going to be in the right place if you listen to your fucking heart. You're going to be in the right energy. Ain't nobody going to fuck with you. Because Creator's going to make this happen one way or another, with or without you. Someone's going to be calm and collected and cool and standing in their shoes. And I don't think it's a coincidence that you're here. You might need a little bit of extra time to understand it. I did. I've been working on this shit for fucking years. I'm just now starting to get it a little bit. Just a little. There's so many more knowledgeable people out there than me. I'm telling you that. We need to work to catch up, folks. We've got centuries of lies to kill. And one of the only thing really holding you back is you and that programming in here. Because you have an infinite amount of possibilities being a magnet. Seriously, magnets repel, right? I mean, that's literally your magnet carpet. You don't need a fucking car. Take a lesson from Aladdin. He wasn't using a carpet. Maybe he was sitting on a carpet just for effect. I don't know, but you don't need the carpet. That magnet is your carpet. He did it before Jeebus. And it wasn't just water he was floating around on. Hi, Jenny. Thank you. History repeats itself, yes, sir. I think that's on purpose too, though. You gotta look at it. We got cycles coming in with those suns, and they script them every time to keep us docile and stupid up until it's too late. And everybody gets to die. Same narrative every fucking time. Just different names, different different layers of the same story. They get a little bit better at manipulation every time they do it, though. You know that practice makes perfect shit. But even so, vigorous. You've been witness to billionaires trying to thwart good works.
Sugar.
What did it get them? All that money, all that effort, all that energy over years and years, acting like fools, exposing themselves and causing their own demise and fucking what they're trying to do. Fuck, there's laws against some of them people out here where I'm sitting enjoying the night right now. They can't even be here legally.
Sugar.
They'd be hauled off and buried under a jail
Sugar.
because of the stupid shit
No.
they're doing. I gotta tell you, there's higher powers at work than their stupid money. Set a fire. We got central air, dude. It's nice. It's pretty nice here still in the RV.
Sugar.
She's just tripping because
Call the kid to go crazy.
the dogs are running around barking outside. Oh, causing Kif to get upset. I see. We definitely don't want that. Oof. Yeah, it's been a pretty good turkey day here. I didn't do much but sit around while the turkey cooked. I don't know why people be complaining about turkey dinner, man. It's like pop the fucker in the oven about 5:30 in the morning. It'll be done soon. Give it a few hours. I threw mine in there butt naked today. Threw a bunch of oranges in its butt and threw them in the oven. So fuck it, here we go. I didn't even put stuffing in it. I just threw a bunch of oranges in them. Adds, I love the flavor of citrus in my meat. And I always throw I threw them right bare on the pan. I didn't have nothing covering it. I threw the breast right on the. I always cook the breast down. All that shit runs into the breast meat, and it's juicy and flavorful. So I never have dry breast meat. That's for damn sure. Shit's juicy, eh? Yeah. Hey, I think we chose a stronger tool here. Truth. No matter how much you throw at it, truth is truth, right? Yeah. You gotta understand too, the whole time they've been down here fucking with us, they've literally been up here physically fucking with Jamie. after after Homeboy got kicked out of here, his generals started coming up in the region acting like they weren't part of him and fingering people and going around fucking seeing what they can get and what they can do, get away with up here. And the whole time they're slipping and sliding. The, the general had X on this, and the general did this and that, and it's like, what the fuck are these people doing? Because it exposed what they're doing every fucking time they do this shit. Not just to me, to other people. They're not just you and me and all that. Everywhere they go, because there's been a real, more than I thought, broad effort to fucking muddy some waters going on. And
extensive for years, and it makes you just scratch your head and wonder: are they really trying to be adversaries, or are they trying to like somehow help us figure out what's going on because they're sure exposing shit? You know, it's that kind of failure. It's like, are they really? What side are they on? Starts creeping into my mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that knowing if you know something, you can repeat it, and it's in. I mean, how are you going to change that? That's right. Uh, so I keep trying to tell people. I mean, would you actually look at the mood, make the effort, 12-hour effort? Actually, it's like a 10-minute effort, right? You look once, 12 hours later, you look again. It flipped 180 degrees, fuck, from fucking frown to grin on the horizon, and it sure as fuck shouldn't do that. It should never roll like that. So, I mean, north to south hemisphere view from your porch in one night. It's not much brain work to figure out you shouldn't be seeing that. And once you do, is anyone going to convince you that it's okay? No. Fuck no. Billions of dollars. It makes you wonder, why would they even. Don't they have better things to do? If I had a fucking $1 billion to blow, bro, we'd all be driving around in little fucking land yachts, tooting our horn, beep beep. How you doing, heavyweight? Wait, dancer, keep fucking dancing and singing. You got to check it out. You got to know this. Yeah, it's a dance and sing. That's what we're here to do with each other, and the more of us, the stronger it gets. A magnet chain, like magnets sticking to each other, making each other stronger. There isn't one weak link in that chain because we make each other equally strong. Every link in here is just as hard to pull apart. That's how magnets work together. Why wouldn't you want to be that? Because, I mean, that's a real thing. Go look it up in your medicals. Mm-hmm. Once you see that, how much more complicated can it get? It brings a complete understanding to why the elites hate us getting along. You want to piss off your elite? Love your neighbor. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what they're doing. Try and help them understand how amazing they are. Some people ain't open to it. That's okay. You planted a seed, go to the next little hole, fill it with a seed. Sometimes it grows right there. Sometimes it grows when the shit starts flying. It's that fucking fertilizer effect. Some of them, they were meant to go home anyway. We shouldn't mourn them. When masses are dropping around you, it's going to be hard. And we're supposed to lose three-quarters of the population here. Best case scenario. That's what the government says. So they go through with this, and you're still around. We still have a conflagration to go through. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of the voice of God, the chord. They've been trying to mask it with their cerns for a long time. That's why they're all in different shapes and sizes. They ain't what they tell you are. They're trying to frequency mask. You can't imitate that living chord like that. It's coming from several different voices. Living voices. See, you can't imitate the true intent through a machine. It's impossible. You have to have the living element in there, the spark of life. That's its own frequency in each and every individual. That one's regulated by your heart sac. You're managing your emotions. If you got a swelled up heart sac, you need to calm down, de-swell your shit a little bit, or have your fellow healer work on you. Because we have the power to do that and heal through the Creator, through us. You're a wrench, act like one. Creator knows how far you need to span and what torque to use. I don't. I'm just a fucking wrench. See? I'm not the mechanic. I'm just a fucking wrench. I'm a tool to be used in that way. If I open up the conduit and grateful and thankfulness for that person and the relief of their ailment, Creator's going to come and pat you on the back if it's meant to be. That person's got to be open to at least trying. Because a field line like that's going to push off even Creator. It's physics. All magnets will be repelled if your field lines are closed. That's all it takes for Creator to get in. That's it. Relax a little bit.
Absolutely.
And don't just make them a bookend piece to sit on the table. do do like my friend does. He's got so many old rare books that, I mean, look where I'm at on his society and people and history, and not only his. This man pulls out fucking novels. He's sitting here reading to me today. It was awesome. I mean, I really have a good time hanging out with this man, Jamie, who very, very fucking astute, very fucking highly read, is highly respected by me. I'll tell you that because he does his own work, and I, I'm older than him, but I am much younger at what we're doing than he is. He, these some of these folks still walk the path of being human, and it's beautiful. Just being, just doing, and knowing, and that's all it takes. And things happen. It's great, and we've been witness to this ourselves. I mean, we're coming out like train tracks running on parallel lines, and the train's running smooth on the roll of truth, man. It's just like that. It's very inspiring. It's, it's the way we need to live. Being good to each other and putting our energy out there, not being afraid to stand up for the weak, not being afraid to hold people to account, expecting someone to come and save us when you're the savior. That's that's not good. That's not a good situation. If you're waiting on a savior and you're the savior, we're in trouble. Get off the fence. Embrace yourself.
And that's very true. We're made the same by the same creator. There's an actual position in creation to be a steward and healer, and you just happen to be filling them shoes. Me too. And we are one, but we're still individuals. That's another beautiful thing. This doesn't change who you are, it just strengthens you. Love you too, Lily. This lady, I was stressing for a while. Like, how did they know? Because people say weird things to me sometimes. It was like, because they knew when you was going, wah! It's like, oh my God, you're so right. They even tell us. But I didn't make that connection. See, I'm a fucktard too. I need you to help me. So I love and appreciate all of you for helping and learning with me. Because I can't do this alone. And it's way bigger than us. Us. You know, this is fucking the way creation works. We're protecting a planet, and it's not just the planet; it's the life on the planet, all life. That's what a steward. They even say that in the book review. They don't tell you how. They leave it as I'm a steward and healer, protector all life, and how? You out there sucking on the cow throat till you want the hamburger in it. That's, you ain't protecting the cow. Well, out of hunger you got to eat, but only out of hunger should you kill if you have to, and that's my rule. But we're not made to be that. We're made to be extra shields to protect the bunnies too from a sunburn coming. So if I'm not going to get a sunburn, I need y'all to stack these magnets. That means I can't keep anything I learned from you, or it's going to hurt me. That's kind of that's the kind of camaraderie we need to live by, folks. Physics says so. I don't know what else to. It's physics. It's the laws of fucking physics. The creator made the laws of physics. You can argue that all day. Call it what it is. Magnets stack, and they only stack in one way. So be that. Love your fucking next magnet over. And all of them around you. You're going to start attracting more and more power for you and every magnet on that chain. There is not one weak link on this chain. Only weak individuals. Now that one's only worth so many, and that one's only worth so many. Say, this one might be one Gauss stronger than this one. So we'll call this one 1 Gauss, 2 Gauss. All of the rest of them be a 1 Gauss. Boom. There's 5. Every one of them's about 6.5 Gauss, we'll say. Every one of them. There is no 1 and 2 Gauss magnet anymore. That's how magnetism works. They're all equal strength. No weak link. And they compound strength. And if you start compiling them in different arraignments, then you get 1,000-time fold. See where we're going? Yeah, we have potential to amazing strength. But we need to start holding hands and kumbaya, motherfuckers. Because without that, you don't get this. Period. Hi, Apathy. Welcome to the corner. Love you too. It's simple, right? Every atom in existence has one of these. Instantaneous reaction at a distance. Go figure. We don't, that's not a theory, that's magnetic properties. And it ain't got no damn strings attached, but it feels like it does, doesn't it? Fuck those baffled scientists. They're baffled to keep you confused. There is no dark matter problem. It's electrostatic attraction that keeps you on Mother Earth. Her poles stay steady. Whatever sun she's on dictates her polarity and spin in space. But her poles stay the same. That polar drift, that's a lie. What tilted us was the polar vortex. And it gets stronger and bigger every year. And your compass points more at it every year. Same. They make up stupid fucking excuses because if you know the truth, you can see the truth. It's not polar drift. We fucking tilted already, big time, making the sky roll. that's your original book right there. You make your sky roll. Fuck your confounded moon. That's just confusing, right? Confounded, confused. Is it a north or a south hemisphere view? Oh, confused. Is it a wax or a wane moon? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Wax, wane, all in one night. How? What one is it? It's confusing, isn't it? Confounded. Yeah, makes sense. But you have to do an awful lot of fucking thinking to get there. It's like, oh shit. Sister system nears, tilts the Earth's axis and makes sky roll. Thus begins the tribulation of the Earth. I like that one better. I like the older version, the one before Rome wrote it down. I like that better. It describes exactly what the fuck's going on, what to expect, why to expect it, and when to begin the countdown. That was pretty precise information. Tribulation began October 2010 because that's the month the moon started doing cartwheels. I noticed when it was a full moon, it was upside down. And my craters were upside down. And I was wrestling with it, and I was like, I have to wait days. I was in a panic. I knew I was looking at the South Pole. I was like, how the fuck am I did the math. I was like, all right, I gotta watch this motherfucker. Because that shadow starts turning with the craters. It's us. And I couldn't tell because it was full. So I had to watch that motherfucker close and saw the shadow was rolling. The first night I got a little edge on it, and you can follow that edge. It's rolling. I was like, oh my God, we are doomed. I need to get the fuck out of California. I did, October 2011. 1 year later on my birthday, October 29th, actually. 2011, we left California. Seamus and I did. That was the last day I was ever at home. We went to North Carolina mountains. Jamie does this. He starts using funny voices. I told him, I said, dude, oh my God, he makes me laugh so hard, it hurts. Just, that's you know, man, when he downloads his first video, I'm sending y'all over there. He's definitely got some ideas. And it's like a lot of times I'll get my news from
from the fucking Tonight Show or some shit, just because I want to laugh about it. It's so sad. But he makes me laugh even harder about the same shit or even deep shit. And he's making fun, and it's funny, fucking hilarious, dude. I've really had a good time up here since we came back the first time. I'm grateful. I went ahead and swallowed any doubt I had and drove down here. I didn't want to come back. You know, I've been here too much. Yep, that's right. You add a little bit of flow to that electron magnet and it builds strength, huh? A lot of people going around saying mama's weak. Have you seen the induction she's pulling in and all those closed field lines today? Just a little more than yesterday? Dude. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm expecting some 7 to 9s going on real fucking soon. She has been juicy, juicy hot for just, I ain't ever seen so much induction in my life. So, as soon as she snaps off of that shit for a minute, man, she starts having 6s, and give it a couple minutes, she gonna be having 7s and 8s real fucking regular. If that keeps up, these volcanoes, like the one in Ethiopia, 12,000 years, 12,000 fucking years has been since that one went off, and it blew big time. It blew good, huh? 9 miles in the sky or some shit. It's like, fuck, that hit the stratosphere. Ethiopia volcano. Um, well, I said that anything ain't gone off in the last fucking million to 4 million years is gonna go off. Expect a ashy fucking winter. Get Fort Knox. Yeah, they already emptied a lot of that out. They've been saving the gold for their masters, not for us. Shit is so fucking worthless. It's good for conductivity, but it's not even the best conductor. They got superconductors. um, has made the holy grail because they can take it down to the atomic level and use it and suspend it. It still failed and failed and failed. They tried copper, gold, all that shit. It all failed. Their magnet kept getting weaker every time you read a new story that our magnet's weaker now. Planet Heaven's suffering. We're fighting over here. We can't even grow food for our people. Blah blah blah. And they kind of fucking leave it hanging with the War of the Gods and all this shit. And everybody thinks that they left. You know what the big secret is? They moved in. They moved the population of their planet here, underneath these fucking power generators we were building. They got temples, cities, 5 miles down. They afraid of mama. They afraid of this. They afraid of her warriors. They're afraid of all these species. And they live under their slaves that work for them. They like to see us naked, serving them dinner and drinks at all times. And all these people know
in power that these people are taking our people down below. They're only 5 miles down. They're just right. Your mom, your dad, your sister, your little niece and nephew, the ones that never show up. Most of the ones that turn up missing in parks and there's never bear shit with your fucking whistle in it or any of that, bones found, they've been taken and not up there. They've been taken down to serve your master naked. That's what we've been doing for centuries. Why would they change it just because they moved their entire population in and blew up everything and hid us from it? They got us fucking fooled, dude. Fuck yeah, they're taking them. That's who's taking the missing people that never show up. They've been living under us. With University of Arizona goes around reading how much the fucking things are still generating to this day. They know they're generating electric. They know why. I thought I was on for a fucking Nobel Prize there until fucking they popped my fucking cherry. Nah, we know. And they gave me an excuse. We're fucking afraid of our funding if we tell anybody. I'm like, funding? Dead scientists come to mind. I think they're worried a little more of their funding. But they know. They verified it for me. I was yelling at them. I called them out. I said, who the fuck missed all this shit? I'm standing on a mesa right now that you could fill with live fucking stingrays flying around out here with a dolphin hanging off the goddamn mesa. The fuck is wrong with you people? Get me an archaeologist out here. She's like, sir, I'm sorry. We already know. They're teaching lies, and I can verify it. Sue them. If you're an archaeology student, please contact me for information. Get yourself a lawyer and sue the fuck out of them. Well, yeah, okay. The best troll won't even come over here fucking around anymore. We had whole groups of Five Eyes. Literally put them in the fucking unemployment line, fucking using their own stupid shit. I had to track one of them down to his real self, to his real job, and talk to his real boss. And it really stopped on a broad base. Like I was saying earlier, fucking Robert Lockwood hasn't put out anything in 4 years. He's a Five Eyes agent. He's just gone to a different channel. I think it's called Ziggy. We saw him in here last month, and I wouldn't have known. I felt it was one of the old trolls. It was. It was the general up in here, Mr. AI's fucking second-hand man over here talking. I was like, come on, dude. That's the name of his AI program. He came in here with that name, using it, like Ziggy 1000 or some shit. Not long ago. That's one of Derek Rose's direct known operatives. He also goes by Pale Rider. Welcome to the corner. Hope you're having a good day. I'd keep it civil. Me llamo es pesgato y muy guapo. I speak a couple languages too, but I'm not familiar with, what is that, Cantonese. You can confess your sins if it makes you feel better. I can't help you. My name ain't Jeebus. I'm not a lie. I did advise your senators at one point. My name is Eric Sebastian Briggs. I was top senatorial investigator out of North Carolina under Senator Republican Jim Davis. I stood down because of a plan to kill off 3/4 of our population and began warning a long time ago. I've been right for a long time. And we're right at the end of it where civil war breaks out and then Russia, China, and North Korea simultaneously nuke us as we launch on them. And 3/4 of the population is going to be taken out. Because they've known, as long as I have, they got NASA, our moon's doing a fucking cartwheel and it shouldn't. Now, if you haven't looked, it's running from a fucking frown to a grin. Tonight, a couple hours ago, I pointed out, sitting straight up in the air. By the time it sets, it's going to roll over 90 degrees and set like a little grin. Shouldn't do any of that. But it has been, for 15 fucking years. Now, I felt y'all are young, like 20s. It's probably the only moon you've ever seen. But look at any calendar. You got a wax and wane process. It takes a month. You start seeing wax and wane every night from your front porch. That's confounding, confused moon, confounded moon. The original versions, before Rome got their hand on it and wrote that funny little book review, the original book says when the sister system nears, Earth's axis will shift, making the sky roll. Thus begins tribulations of Earth. Now, I just answered a bunch of questions your fucking pastor never could. I can tell you when tribulations began, and that is October of 2010. You're a little late to the party, but your moon's still doing cartwheels with your galactic plane and the rest of the fucking sky if you want to go out and look. I would. Some crazy motherfucker with a fucking braided beard online telling me my moon's doing a cartwheel. I'd look before I called him crazy. But if I looked and went back that next night and it hadn't been, boy, I'll tell you, he'd hear about it too. I've been saying this since October 2010. You don't see anybody in here yelling at me. Because it is. So if you missed it, it's up there right now. You pull your face off the screen and go look. And go look a couple more hours, that motherfucker's tilting, and it'll set like a little grin, Cheshire grin on the fucking horizon. Shouldn't do that. But it will. And then tomorrow, look up moonrise. It'll tell you what time for your city the moon's going to come up on the horizon. Set your alarm clock. It's going to be a little frown. Right on your front porch, you go north to south hemisphere view of the moon. Galactic plane, all of them. Right from your porch. You're not jumping on the Concorde flying from New York to Australia. You're sitting on your fucking front porch watching that moon do a north to south hemisphere view roll. You tell me where I'm wrong. You got to look at it though, because then we'll talk about it. If you take some pictures to show me it's not doing it for you, you'll be the first one in the world. So go look at it. It's unanimously rolling like a clock. Well, counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere, but that motherfucker's rolling 180 degrees. It's out of phase, folks. That's something you can verify with your own eyes, and that's nothing you're going to get from any other goddamn truth teller channel on this fucking internet. And that's why I'm surprised any new people ever find me. They keep this motherfucker locked down. This is my last channel. They need to know what I'm up to. I ain't going to get into that subject. They're learning from us too. Your elites are learning from us. They got spies here. That's the only reason this channel exists. You're lucky to have found it. I'd get on my post section, scroll down until you see Horse in Crystal. That's the title of it. Push play. And then hit every one of them all the way down. Raw mapped. I could have made billions, but I give it to you freely. I'll show you how the Dendera box works. I'll show you how planets orbit. I'm not going to do it on a computer. I'm going to take magnets and balls and show you a working model where you put a big magnet and little magnets around it and then roll balls at it and they stop and they pair up like a moon and a planet and then they follow the magnet around. They never touch the fucking thing. It isn't gravity and centrifugal force, that scary fucking model they tell you. We're stuck in a Lagrange point of fucking opposing magnetic fields of the sun that holds us in place. That's all that is. And that sun is living beings, souls, like the one in your chest. They're just first creation. You're an extension of first creation. And once you start getting that, then you can understand Mother's a very loving living being, and that thing that's protecting you from the sun blast every day ain't molten fucking iron in the middle of her. It's her living, burning soul. It's a green sun inside of her. I've got working magnet. We're working fucking models, not a fucking graphic. You got a bead of water with tea leaves in it in microgravity. It starts to roll, creates a fucking tube right in the middle on the axis point. You freeze fucking water with a magnet in it, it creates a big egg-shaped void in the ice. We live on the fucking shell of an egg, period. It ain't flat, it ain't round, and it's hollow. There's more inside than there is on the out. Because we're mostly water up here. Happy Turkey Day. Yeah, I'm censored. Yeah, creators got better AI than they do. Absolutely. Absolutely. But new people come in every day, and it surprises me. Sometimes, man, that algorithm sends 10,000 people here. You never know. Sometimes we get 100 in 12 hours, but I don't care. It's all y'all. That's why I'm here for you. You got new things for me to learn, usually. We get to hang out and talk and have a good day. I appreciate everybody coming and putting your work in because it's needed. I can't do it by myself. I need to know what you found because we're all magnets and infinite possibilities there. So yeah, help me learn. That way, we all get stronger, and we could do it right here. And work on it in your basement, away from people. If you feel self-conscious about it, do that. Uh, Look at Dumbest Guy in the Room's videos. I'm gonna have to put him on my front page with Homebrewed, but I'll go share another link on my community page. He's in there, not too far down on my community page. Uh, Click on that link and go sub to him. He does videos of moving objects and showing you how to build your magnet up and giving you things that he's learned about doing the exercises and stuff to help him. You might get tips to help you strengthen your magnet from him. I learned that my feet are stronger field than my hands. I can literally wiggle a toe and get the same action better action than I am moving my hand around. It's kind of crazy, but I learned that from Dumbest Guy in the Room because he's not. Yeah, the AI is only as good as the programmer to begin with. Yeah, that's a thing, huh? AI shit. Still not that good. I don't care what people say. deep fakes and shit, man. I can tell AI. It tries to be human too much. If it's using it just hand motions out of control, trying to emote with this. That's AI, dude. People don't talk like that. Little things like that, you still pick up. It's like might have to watch it twice, but I'm that kind of guy. I'll watch something twice if I get a suspicion on it. I'll look at it. I'm like, man, it's fucking AI. It is what it is. People are fake. Like I said, I'm gonna give you something you can turn off your screen and go look at. What's more powerful than that? Anybody giving that on the internet? No. I can tell you, I can name thousands that aren't. I ain't talking about it. Those same thousands know. They know good and damn well it is. I've been telling them for years. If they ain't looked, there's something wrong with them. Some of them have actually told me, go make your own video. So I did. Here we are. That'd be like 333. I'm on a rampage with that motherfucker. You know Mr. 333? He'd be 333. He's a piece of shit. He's a living, breathing piece of fucking shit. He needs to be fucking shunned and let know why. He's a fucking living, breathing piece of shit. That motherfucker's over there on fucking Facebook posting up all this fucking fear porn, getting everybody all frothy lip. I'm like, dude, you know what's going on. He could help people. He knows exactly what the fuck's going on. Pollyanna's been over there on him for years. People like that need to be fucking called out and exposed. And if you see that kind of shit, you need to be the one fucking calling out and exposing. You come here and tell me fucking what someone's doing. I'll go look at it and fucking I'll call them out and fucking expose them. It's bullshit. It needs to stop. It needs to be done what it is. Social butterflies, you need to motherfucking unite in truth and get your ass over there in 333 and fucking let them know what's going on. Let them know what a piece of shit he is. Me and Polly are tired of doing it ourselves. It's fucking ridiculous. This motherfucker's over there creating havoc. And that's just one channel. That's just one channel. They're all in the same goddamn lie. They're paid to fucking misinform you. Graham Hancock knows we uncovered these temples up there. And the fucking Brian Forster knows. Fucking Megalithomania knows. You ain't heard any of them talking about, three times older than fucking Göbekli Tepe temples found in fucking Hastings, Michigan. Not one fucking whisper. But it's there. Y'all fucking watch us uncover it with Lisa Getter right out of chat. I don't know what the fuck else they want. It's registered with the historical fucking office in Michigan as a new significant archaeological discovery. You'd think someone was talking about it, but no. Can't get them to. Can't twist their fucking arm to. Yeah, some people just need to be swept away, don't they? Right on the back of the creator's arms. They've been here recycled too long. But even yet, some people might not go to back of creator. They might just start out at the atomic level and say, good luck, sayonara, motherfucker. I don't know. That's up to him, right?
Sugar. Stop.
I guess that would be between you and your creator. I don't feel like you get a lawyer. Hey, come on. What? Nobody is bothering you. Hey. You guys are just a vicious cycle of barks. Wait. Convinced. Yeah.
Sugar.
Hey, I can't care.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
And the voice seems a little messed up sometimes too. It's like synthesized, yeah.
Sugar.
Because of that emotional thing. It kind of tries, but that's what gives it away. It's like you're talking wrong. You're fucking moving wrong.
Sugar.
What are you doing over there with your hands, anyways? Looks drastic. You're just sitting there talking about a calm thing, and your hands are flying around. Settle down there, AI. Trying too hard to look like you're actually nonchalant fucking talking. No, that's not how it works, man. They're trying. Like I said, they're only as good as their programmers. They're getting better. Gotta tell you, I don't think they got a whole lot of time to get any better. But you can see what's coming. Fuck it. I know y'all see it. You just heard the president say words I've said on this channel a lot. They're like, they want you pulling politicians out of their fucking houses, hanging them in the street. That's the plan. And literally, the president just called for motherfucking 6 of them to be hung. And the death threats immediately began. All 6 of them were just following their senatorial oath to remind the fucking soldiers under them that they're supposed to follow legal orders. And blowing up boatloads of drugs and hookers is not acceptable. You don't do that. That is not what your military is for. That's against all sorts of fucking international laws. And I gotta tell you, the world hates us. The world fucking hates us for fucking blowing up innocent people on fucking boats just because they got a little bit of drugs. And most of them that we've been hitting don't. There's been no drugs recovered. No proof on this shit. Except for fucking 2 boats that I'm aware of. The rest of them were fucking other people, other things, doing other shit. Those people for centuries go in them little fucking cigar boats back and forth, carrying mechanics with them, carrying this or that or the other thing from island to island. That's how it works. And we're out there blowing them up. That's illegal orders. The JAG officers in the Navy are screaming, no, dude, illegal. The fucking troops, the fucking courts are saying that you shouldn't be deploying the troops on the streets. He put them in the street as a target, begging for civil unrest. Don't take the bait, people. This has been planned a long time, and they're pretty good at this because obviously they've got a lot of people fucking pissed off. I'm kind of pissed. They're fucking with my hemp shit. But what am I gonna do, man?
Sugar.
I hope by now y'all understand I went in there to help fix a system I thought was broken, and I figured out that it was actually engineered to fuck us in the ass. So I ain't going back into it to legalize hemp again. I've talked to the people I know, and they're doing what they can, but God, I gotta tell you, I think that's another one of those fucking distraction flags because we're going into civil war. That's a little bigger concern to me. Weed's been illegal all my life. I fought for it. One good thing though, Glenn sent me a thing, said Abbott's fucking, they're making, Texas is making their own laws for hemp. They're gonna keep it.
Sugar.
They're gonna keep it. Abbott used to hate the shit. I know that personally. He used to fucking hate marijuana. He hated me. He didn't like the fact that I walked into his fucking state and made him sign a paper. He hated me. I know that. I know that. Personally, he hated me. I got the fuck out of the state the day he signed that shit. I moved to Colorado. I wasn't sticking around. And bravo, Texas, for expanding their medical, and they still have it, and they're fighting for hemp. Greg Abbott is fighting for fucking hemp in Texas. You can take an adversary and turn them into your greatest fucking aid. Not even know it, right? I didn't know. I'm surprised. I'm sitting here kind of overwhelmed because I know how much Greg Abbott personally hated me. It was my signature on every letter that went out to his fucking legislators about that. And it was only on the one subject that passed. It was a personal thing with those fucking child anti-seizure laws. It was personal. Hook it up personally. I didn't have anybody backing me. I did it on a normal letterhead because I had formed a normal chapter in Galveston. But I know he hated me personally because of that. I didn't make any friends in the legislature. None. So I had to get out of that state. And I did. I took him out of there. In my mind, I mean, he's like, Dad, you could have made millions. I'm like, yeah, probably could have, but I got better things to tackle. These kids, they're going to be okay. Now I got to go make sure mine's okay. He was 11, 12. I had to put him in school. I'd been homeschooling him. He was 32 years old, sitting next to me, 12. So I, dude, we got to go. I found a little town, put him in school, and here we are. He graduated early. He set precedents out there. He piloted the self-accelerated student program in Colorado now. I homeschooled him and taught him cursive, and I found one day he couldn't write his fucking name in cursive. Oh my God, dude, I pulled him out the next day. I was yelling at the superintendent. I'm pulling him out. You guys are unlearning him. And my boy was actually in the Capitol that day, or the next day. He calls me up from the governor's office as he's walking into the fucking office and starts laying papers down on the governor of Colorado's office, talking about how his fucking curriculum is embarrassing him, using Seamus's fucking school records. Very first day of public school was the day after Christmas vacation. I put him into public school, and they had the STAR tests. And his lowest score was like a 92 something, and it was an A minus. But he was like eighth grade, and they wanted to put him as a junior that year. And I was like, oh hell no. I told Miss Addington, I was like, I'm putting him in school to learn to make friends and social contacts and interaction between people. I said, he's had me for homeschooling. I said, he'll get his homeschooling still. And she's just kind of looking at me like I had just dissed her. It turned out I dissed her worse later. She got taken down out of her office and all kinds of shit. Bitch didn't belong in it. She was a school counselor, and she got problems. She don't need to be counseling any children about nothing. And we went round about that. Had a whole meeting with the principals and the gym teacher and all kinds of shit. You remember that? Seamus was fucking around with little rubber bands, and they was trying to fucking put him on criminal fucking charges. What the fuck? And proved that they knew it was rubber bands. He wasn't going to shoot up the school with no gun, and they knew it. It was documented. They fucking went and shook up the whole school for their rubber bands. And the fucking superintendent was under the impression Seamus had a gun, was going to shoot up the fucking. Pulled everybody in there, pulled their fucking timeline, and by the time it was done, they were sitting there admitting it on pointing fingers at each other, and I just fucking grabbed Seamus and walked on out. Oh, Miss Addington isn't the fucking counselor anymore, huh? Good. But I mean, the more people need to do that for their children.
They really do, because they fucking just allow it. You don't have to allow that shit. So I did. I called up the superintendent after all that bullshit, The final bullshit was I learned he couldn't read, or fucking write his own name in cursive. All of a sudden, I said, "You're unlearning him. No more." And then, like I said, he was in there, and they formed that self-accelerated student program and put him on in the pilot seat. And now it's a thing in Colorado that all students can fucking at ninth grade they can start in that self-accelerated student program, and it gives them extra stuff to do and puts them right through the curriculum. You want to graduate early, go. You graduate as early as you want in Colorado now because of him. I didn't do it. He's the one that passed the tests and did the work. I just made sure he did the work. It's not hard, is it? And I wouldn't help him with his work. I never did that either. Not just work from school. No, he had to do his own damn homework. I might explain a process or something, but I never really had to. He had it. He got it. You teach your kids the basics and then release them onto public school, but you keep them under your wing. You know what I mean? That's the best model for that, I believe, because he had the basics going in. And nowadays with the core curriculum, fuck man, you teach your kid the basics, they're already ready to graduate. If they can read and write and do a little bit of math, fuck me. You tell me they ain't doing better than most of the fucking students coming out of school because they can't read and write and do math. The fuck are they teaching them in there? Nothing. They're sitting there in fucking history class or what? What class was that? You watching Welcome Back, Kotter and all these fucking movies? You go into fucking class, watch a movie and shit like that. It wasn't even a movie. It was like fucking old bad sitcoms. Welcome Back, Kotter, like for cultural studies and shit. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. What? uh, That's just all you got, you know? Everybody's asking more money for the teachers. I'm like, why are the teachers teaching Welcome Back fucking Kotter to these kids? That's school stuff? Really? You're gonna sit and watch episodes of Welcome Back Kotter for fucking days in school? That was a bad sitcom when it came out. It really was. It was cheesy as fuck. John Revolting and shit in it. And Squeakman. All these fucking pay by merit, maybe. Go in there and fucking turn on your old sitcoms because you want to watch fucking Loose Ball or some shit in school. Man, teach these kids how to read. Then you might get a raise. I guess. I don't know how that works. It's fucking nuts. The whole system is built against us. And it sucks. It's all red tape. It's hard to cut through. Unless you're up in the legislation. You come up with a good idea, articulate manner. You got to make it bulletproof. Make it bulletproof. Fuckers. So I'm just sitting out in the middle of the desert waiting for the bombs to drop. Because I know they're coming. They mentioned Christmas in 14. I thought they were talking about the next, 15 Christmas. And no, they weren't. think it's this year. Anyway, folks, thank you for coming for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna head out and to the back of the bus where my bed is. Fix to go to bed. I hope everybody had a good Thursday. Hang on, let me catch up. Now you're gonna keep me here for another hour. Oh shit, there's a couple new people. Hi, welcome. You have a beautiful evening. Uncle McQuack. Good to meet you too. I hope you go to the post section. You said to Horse and Crystal if you haven't already, and start there and work your way down through the videos I made. There's only like 6 or 8 of them. They're like 15 minutes long. I don't monetize. I'm giving you this fucking shit unmonetized because I don't want to hear it's clickbait. I ain't clickbaiting you. I'm trying to give you something that you need. So tear it back. That's what we're about. You want to donate? Feel free. I ain't gonna sit here and beg for that either. 'Cause I blow glass and Creator provides. And okay, every dollar donated keeps us going. So I appreciate it. And if you feel compelled, have, feel free. I got a Cash App. I don't think I threw the link down on this one, but you'll be able to find it. I gotta go do that myself, Vigorous. So I'm gonna cut loose. I'm gonna go to bed a little bit early tonight. I've been staying up. Fuck, we was up till what, 3:30 in the morning, just sitting in here talking the other night with Jamie. And last night, fuck, it was like 11 o'clock. And I was already tired. He was tired. We were all tired, just sitting around talking. Oh, we've made a lot of progress. And every time we get around talking, I new details about old subjects come up, like details about Jessica's situation where we were at, or down in Alvarado, or wherever we are, just little details coming out. And those little details matter so much. Because it just it just does. It just does. And we're finding so much parallel. We're laying track. I think Jamie's going to team up with us, and we're going to go out and see what we could do effectively. He's got more access to some people than I do, and I got more access to other people than he does. So he's been doing the same thing up here, and he's ready to burn down some gates too. And we'll see what we can do. I gotta wait a little bit before he's ready. I can't be running up to. I just can't be running back up there to make money. It's not going to be like that. I'm going to have to find somewhere to work around here. But that'll come. We'll figure out what's coming on. Full disclosure, we might be going into California. We'll see what happens. We've got plans. You know how the universe is with plans. So we're talking about stuff, putting together an adventure. It's not going to be cold calls. It's going to be like we're rolling up somewhere is expecting us. This time, it's going to be different than what we were doing, because that time's over. I'm allowed to hang out and make friends and eat dinner with these people now. The rules have changed.
I'm going to be hitting probably powwows and stuff and going around talking like that to people. So we'll see what happens anyway. I think it's going to be a really interesting phase of the adventure. This is phase 2 we're on. Phase 1 took about 3.5 years. I don't know where we're going to be with this one. We got a new vehicle. Good tires. I think what we're lining up, though, pretty much is a tour back down through LA and then back up in and out to Oklahoma and back point east is what it's looking like. Um, Very pointed meetings of people we've already seen and quite a few we haven't yet in California and possibly Oregon. We'll see where that goes. And on the way, I have to say we're probably going to be stopping off at Havasu before we head that way. Because I mean, when we head that way, because we're heading that way, we'll be hitting museums and everything in between. He has a lot of stuff to offer museum too. So just be patient with me. It's going to be a couple more weeks. But, I don't know what me and him are going to do between then and there. Float around trying to give away food, I guess. Because we're going to take on a couple 100 pounds of Jamie and gear pretty soon. I've already got a whole fuck ton of poundage of beans and rice and shit. Like I said, it's just way too much for me and Seamus. I've been buying them for years. Going in, buying an extra bag every time I hit the grocery store or two. And it's filled my RV. I'm so full of food, it's hard to close some of the compartments. It's a good time to unload some. They're fucking with the food stamp cards and and it's the holidays, you know? It's fucked up. Everybody's kind of struggling right now, so now's the time I was saving the food for, doing what I can to get rid of it to people that need it. I've always wondered why am I keep buying all this fucking food? I don't need it. And then it hit me, dude. Someone's gonna need it. Keep getting it. You know what's coming. Keep getting it. And that's just what I did for many years now. And I've got a bunch. So I'm really happy for the opportunity to get rid of some of it. You know, it's good. Yeah, we'll be on a good another day or two. You know me, I'm on the road. I'm gonna be saying hi again. We ain't up in Casper. There, I was just blowing glass. I'd rather listen to the Pandoras and dance while I'm making my money, because I make a lot more money that way than sitting and doing lives. So that's I didn't see you for a week or two sometimes. All right, y'all. I am out. I gotta go take care of my dinner, wrap it up, and get it frozen. Love y'all. I really hope you had a good turkey day. Every day should be Thanksgiving. Thankful for what you've been given. You'll find you get more. How's Creator going to give